So see here the GK part, that is, what is the chapter name? Yes, functions of body parts, right? Functions of body parts of humans and animals, right? So we know our body parts and what are the uses of it, but let us study first about plants. Okay, what are the different body parts of the plants? Roots, right? Stem is there. This is the tree means, if you take, this is the tree, right? This is the stem. Inside the ground there will be roots, right? And there will be branches, yes, and leaves will be there, yes, yes. This is the leaves, flowers, yes, branches and all, everything will be there. Okay, fine. So let us study about them.
For 7 page you have to do explain.
Okay, okay, fine. So see here, first is root. Where will be the root? Root will be in the under the ground, right? Yes. What it will do? It will absorb the water, and also it will give strength to the tree. Tree will not fall. If there is no root means tree will fall, right? So it will give strength to the plant. It will stand on the roots. Okay, so they are part of the plant found in the ground inside the soil. So part of the plant covered in the root cap. Okay, so covered by covering the root cap. That the main are responsible for what? Nutrients to the plant, mainly water, nutrients, fertilizers you add, right? You add fertilizer, isn't it? That will absorb all the things, isn't it? Water, and then other nutrients which are required like phosphorus and all. Okay, fertilizers it will absorb, right? Okay, so they are responsible for water and mineral to the plant, and roots help storing food for the future use. You may have seen root will be,
Yes, sir.
yes, root will be little thick, right? It will be thick. So inside that they will store the food. Okay, understand? So they also produce plant growth hormone. So for the growth they need hormones, right? That growth hormones will also be produced. So plants can be grown from the roots of the old plant. You may have seen some of the plants, if you just put the root, they will, new plant will grow, right? So that is the, we can grow the new plant from the old plant root. Okay, yes, yes, there are different examples, isn't it? Okay, good. So next is, which plant grows from the root of the tree? Tell me. Yes,
Carrot.
yes. Onion,
Onion,
carrot, yes. Okay,
onion.
yes, yes, yes. These are the root plant. Okay, good. So example of root vegetables that grow under this are turnips, carrots, onions, etc. Right? These are the roots. That is, carrot is a root. It goes inside the ground, right? Like this. And also the onion is a root. Okay? That grows under the ground. Yes, radish. Yes, yes. But not the potato. Okay, potato is stem. Understand? Okay, good. Yes. Next, stem. Where will be the stem? This is the stem, right? This is the,
Sweet potato.
yes, yes. So sweet potato, I think it is the root.
Sugar cane.
Sweet potato is the root. Okay,
Yes,
got
sir,
it?
president.
Potato. Okay.
Sir, but it will go.
So potato, normal potato is what? Stem, but sweet potato is root. Okay, remember that. Don't be confused. So see here. That is, sweet potato is the red, is root. Okay, but normal potato is stem. Okay, remember that. Understand? Okay. So next, what is the next part? That is stem, right? So stem is very what? Important for the tree to stand, isn't it? Yes. So this is the stem. If this is the tree, this is the stem. Yes, that is the stem. So stem is a part of which rises vertically, that is vertical means top. Okay, so from the basis of the shoot system and bears leaves, fruits and flowers, right? It forms the basis of the shoot system, means that is this supports all the branches. Stem, on the stem only branches will grow, fruits will grow, and then leaves will grow, everything, right? So on that supports means on that everything will be there, leaves, fruits, flowers, branches will be there. Okay, stems after rising from the plumule vertically upward to the ground are usually weak and cannot stand straight. You may have seen small, when you plant it, it will be very weak. Yes, the stem will be very slender and slim, weak, so that cannot support itself, right? So after that it becomes bigger and bigger. Yes, the tree will grow, right? So that next stems grow to become toughest part of the plant called trunk. You may have seen they will cut the tree and use for the furniture. Mainly what do we use? We use this stem, that is trunk. Yes, that is the toughest part. Trunk covered by the thick outer covering called
Sir, it
bark.
will be black.
Yes, so you may have seen you can peel the bark, right? On the top there will be one layer, you can what, peel that, you can remove that, right? So one layer will be there, that is the bark, that will be black, right? That will be black in color, isn't it? Generally it will be black, so that we can remove it. Yes, that is the
What we can
bark.
peel? What we can peel?
Bark,
The
outer
bark.
cover of the plant,
Sir,
right?
it will be very hard. How we can peel?
You can peel means you can remove that, you can remove that. Okay, right?
Yes, sir.
You can remove that.
Also come out of it.
Okay,
Right?
so yes, main functions, what are the main functions it will do? It will hold the plant straight, erect. Erect means erect, straight. Okay, so functional structures and protection to the plant. Okay, it will protect. The stem of the plant carries water mineral from the roots to the leaves and other parts. So from the root water will come up and it goes to the leaves through stem, right? Yes, through the stem, roots are there, root will take the water and inside it will go to the leaves, isn't it? Yes, so from the roots, it from the, then from the stem it will go to the leaves. Okay, so then stem also transfer food from the leaves to the other parts of the plant, right? So you know, with photosynthesis in the leaves food will be produced, that food has to be transported to everything, right? To roots and everything to survive, isn't it? So that is how stem holds the leaves in such a way that leaves are able to get plenty of sunlight for the preparation of the food process called photosynthesis. Does everyone know photosynthesis? Yes, everyone, anyone? Okay, okay,
The process that plants
yes,
make their own food is called a food.
yes beta, yes. Okay, does anyone who doesn't know, is there anyone who doesn't know? Ellarigu gottalla? Okay, fine. So I am going directly, you know means I am going directly. So photosynthesis. Okay, so in the leaves what will happen? Green pigment. What is the green pigment? Yes, chlorophyll. Yes, chlorophyll will be there. Using chlorophyll, what it will do? It will use sunlight, sun. Okay, plus carbon dioxide, CO2, carbon dioxide. It is carbon dioxide it will use, and it will produce what? Glucose. It will produce glucose, that is sugar. Okay, okay, good.
Sir, it uses water also.
Yes, water also. Yes, water will be there. Okay, water will also be there.
Soil.
Yeah, minerals and all, everything. Okay, yes. So stems can also store food in the form of starch, and cactus, bamboo, pineapple, potato, ginger, onion, etc. are plants that store food in the stem. Okay, so potato is there, we eat potato, that is the stem, it is storing in the food, so we take it and eat it, that food, right? That is how. Okay, pineapple is also what? Stem only. Bamboo and all, these are all stem. Okay, understand? Yes, because that is the functionality. If it is underground, that it is not depending on that, it is depending on the function. Okay, understand? Depending on the function, what it does, what its work, what work it does, depending on that it is stem. Okay, understand?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
So next is leaves. You know leaves. You have seen so many leaves, isn't it? Different plants. So it will be
Yes, sir.
mainly green. Many
Yes,
leaves
sir.
will be green because of the chlorophyll. That is photosynthesis required for the photosynthesis, isn't it? Chlorophyll, because of the chlorophyll. They are mostly found above the ground attached to the stem. Leaves are fundamentally part of the plant, necessary for food production and storage in the leaves. Okay, so functions of leaves are what? Contains chlorophyll that help the prepare food in the sunlight, carbon dioxide and water through the process of photosynthesis. Okay, leaves play important part in the removal of excess water from the plant through tiny pores called stomata in the process called transpiration. In the winter, you may have seen in the winter on the leaves there will be leaves, right? You may have seen, dew, water will be there, water droplets will be there on the plant. Yes, so
Already, sir.
yes, in the mainly in the winter season, okay, but water will be evaporating all the season from the leaves. Okay, so where did that water come from? It came from the leaf. There will be small pore like this, stomata, it will be like this. Okay, that will be like this. That pore, what it will do, it will release the water and again it will close. When there is so much water, it will remove the water from the leaf. Okay, understand? From the tree. That is why they say plant more trees, right? If you plant more trees, it will give pure water, right, from the ground, and it can form the what? Clouds, isn't it? Yes.
Tomatoes are small ones, sir.
Yes, very small, you cannot see. If you see leaf, it will be flat, inside that it will be there. Here we will go to the next that is leaves are some of the plants help in reproduction of the plant. Example, Birophyllum plant. Okay, production means, reproduction means, if you plant the leaf, new plant will grow, right? Like that, right? If you plant the seed, if you plant the seed in the ground, if you plant the seed, tree will grow, right? Yes, like that. Some leaf, if you plant, tree will grow. Which plant? Birophyllum, right? Like that. Okay, yes. Hmm.
Not only that, but some different plants
Yes, yes,
leaves will also come.
yes. Okay, so when
And
reproduction, okay, we'll come to that later. Listen. Okay, fine. That is one plant. Okay. So when reproduction of the plant takes place from the root, stem, leaves and buds, it is known as vegetative propagation. What it is known as? Vegetative propagation. Means from the vegetable directly you make one more plant. Right? Yes? Like that. Okay? Not from the seed. Understand? So directly you take part of the leaf, and then if you put in the ground, okay, if you put in the ground or if you plant it like this, half inside half outside, then new plant will grow, leaf or anything, stem or anything. Okay, you may have seen rose, how do they plant? Yes, they put the stem, isn't it? Rose stem, and rose will grow. Yes, rose tree. Okay. So like that, understand? Yes. Okay, next is flower. So flower, you may have seen different color flowers, and you may have smelled them, right? Yes, it will be very nice khushbu, isn't it? That is the fragrance. Yes. Okay, so flower is very important. Why? Because of that only seed will form. Okay, flowers are known as the reproductive part of the plant. That is how the seed will grow next generation, right? So they are mostly responsible for fruits, producing fruits. From that only seed and fruit will grow. Okay, so flower parts are what? Parts of the flower: petal, sepals, stamen, pistil. You remember mainly petals and pistil. Okay, so you may have seen the flower will be there like this. If you take, these will be petals, right? Yes, isn't it? And there will be some part like this, and then it will grow like this, right? Yes, this is petal. Okay, this is what? Petal. This is pistil. Okay, understand? So remember that these two. Got it? Yes. Any
Sir,
doubt? Okay, good. So here next is another anther
Sir?
content pollen. Yes. What?
How flower is reproductive part of the plant?
Because it will have,
reproduce the plant.
yes, it will have male and female gametes. That is what is that? Parts. Okay.
Androgen, gynosperm.
Yes, endosperm and gynosperm. Okay, that is how.
Androecium and gynosperm.
Yeah, something like that. I don't have that much knowledge in that.
Sir?
Okay. Yes.
Sir, it will be in the
So see here, next part is that actually these much detail is not required. Okay, so anther contains pollen.
formation of a
Okay,
fruitlet.
so that is pistil, right? This is what? This is pollen. Okay, this is pollen, and there will be one more like this little bit bigger part. Okay, that will be that will be little bit bigger part. Okay, so that will contain female part. Okay, so that like this. Understand?
Then it is anther and filament.
Yes, filament and all will be there. Okay, outside. So this is how it will be. You just remember, this much is not required. Just remember part of the plant. Okay, part of the plant. Which is petal? Petal is this, right? This is pistil, this is pollen. Okay, just remember that much is enough. Don't remember much, they have given so much detail. Okay, so here how the transportation of the pollen. These are the pollen, right? They should fall on this, right? They should where? They should fall on the, that is this part, and then the process will start. Okay, that is pollen grains from the anther of the flower to the stigma, that is the female part, and then known as pollination. Okay, what is pollination? Just remember
Sir,
this.
what is meaning by anther?
Anther, okay, this.
Sir, I learned in my school.
Okay, the
That is
this pollen part is the red, that is the anther. Pistil and all is the red, that is the anther. Okay, pistil and all, everything will be there in the anther, that is pistil. Okay, understand? Yes. Okay.
Sir, can you repeat it again?
Okay, so just remember, if I draw it, it will be easy. I think I will take one diagram. Wait. So see here, this is the flower, right? So these are the parts. Okay, this is the petal. Okay, this is the one by one we will go. Okay, so I will make a little bit bigger size. see here, the green part, this is there, right? There will be one little bit like leaf. This is, we say it as sepal. This is, we say it as sepal. Okay, and then next is petal, the flower part, right? That is the petal. This is the petal. Okay, this is the petal. And next is this smaller parts are there, right? With this, these are what? These are the stamen, that is the male part. Okay, this, so this whole part, this is like this, right? This is stamen. So in that, the upper part is the anther. This is the anther, this is the filament. Okay, this is the filament. Understand? Next, the female part. Okay, this is the female part, that is the pistil. Whole thing is pistil. From here to what? From here to everything is pistil. Okay, this whole thing is pistil. Okay, so ovary, inside this will be ovary, and then this is the ovary, right? Then this is the style. This middle part is the style, and upper part is the stigma. Okay, so these are the parts.
Excuse me, sir.
Understand? Yes.
Sir, how to take screenshot in laptop?
Press
Press
control.
Windows key plus Shift plus S.
Yes. Windows Shift yes.
Windows Shift plus S.
Windows Shift yes. Okay, if you press, you will get it.
Windows key plus Shift plus S.
Yes. Fine. So this is how you have to know. Okay, so that much is enough. Understand? So this, in some of the plants, this we say it as pollen. Okay, this anther is there, right? This we say it as pollen. What will happen is, the male and female part will be separated in different plant. Okay, so because if it is near by the air or anything, it will come and fall on this and it will take place, that is fruit will form. Okay, if it doesn't fall, it may come, some insect will sit on this, and then what it will do, if it comes and sit on this also, it will get pollinated. Okay, if it is in separate plants also, it will get pollinated. If it is in same plant also, it is easy, by air or anything it will get pollination. Okay, so here anther is there, right? Anther is part of the what? Stamen, that is the male part. Okay, this is the male part, this is the female. Okay, so then here anther, that contains pollen, right? That is, this part contains pollen, and it helps in the pollination of the flower. Okay, then the fruit will form. So the transfer of the pollen grain from the another flower to the stigma, or from the same flower to the stigma, from this to here, I will draw it in green. This anther pollen will contain, and this, it will come to the stigma. Okay, so then what is that we say? We say it as pollination. What do we say? Pollination. Okay, so it can be caused by insects. Those you may have seen, butterflies and all, they help in the pollination, right? Birds helps, and also wind, that is the air, by the air. Okay, by the water, animals and all, everything will help in the pollination. Okay, understand? Yes. So after the pollination, what will form? Fruit will form, right? It will make fruit, and inside the fruit, seed will be there, right? That is how. Okay, okay, good. So that is the baby of the plant, right? Isn't it? Yes, yes. So we have seen about the seed. Inside the seed there will be baby plant, small plant will be there, isn't it? Yes. Okay. So seed and fruits are the result of fertilization or sexual reproduction in the plant, right? That is the fruit. So formation of fruit in the flower starts from the moment the pollen reaches the stigma, right? On this, that is the green line I have drawn, right? So once it reaches the stigma, then the fruits formation will start. The fruit is formed after fertilization of ovary changes to a fruit. This ovary is the red. This ovary will become the fruit. This ovary will become the fruit. Ovary changes to fruit. Okay. This ovary becomes the fruit after fertilization. The seeds are formed from the oils of the flowering plant. Okay. That you remember. Just remember these parts. Okay. Don't remember in much details. Just you know it. Okay. Yes.
Sir, can you repeat the
Yes. I am recording this. You can watch in YouTube. Okay. So now let us study about the human body. You may be knowing your parts. Yes. Does everyone know what are the parts you have? Yes. Okay, good. So let us study. So muscular and skeletal system. Muscular and skeletal system means what? Skeletal system means your bones, right? Bone system. And muscular means muscles are attached, right? Muscles are attached to it. You are moving your fingers and all. How you are moving your fingers, right? Fingers has what? Bones. Bones are moved by muscle inside that, right? Or should I show it? Yes. So you can see it, right? This is it. That is, we have bones. These are the bones, right? These are the bones. Bones are connected by what? Tissues. That is muscle tissue. Okay, that is muscle tissue. Now you are moving your finger means how you are moving your finger? Bone will bone move automatically? Bone will not move automatically. With the help of muscle, you are moving the muscle. With the help of muscle only, your bones will move, right? Your everything movement will happen. Your fingers will move. Understand? This is the muscle, right? Below your skin, right? Understand? Okay, good. So this is the bones. That is the skeletal. We say skeleton, right? Yeah, skeleton. And this is the muscular, right? Muscular muscle. Okay, good. So let us see here. Bones and muscles are important components of body for movement and posture and other life process. So we are standing straight. Why we are standing straight? How we can stand straight? Because of the bones, right? Yes, spinal cord and everything, right? That is the bones. Okay. We are walking means yes. We are walking because of the muscles, right? With the help of muscles, isn't it? Yes. Okay, good. So next is bones and other parts to include tendons, cartilage, ligament, joints comprise the muscle skeletal system and our body, right? Yes. So there are so many different parts. You may have seen there is joint is there, right? Elbow joint, knee joint and all. So those are all how it is jointed. Yes, there are jointed by ligaments and cartilages will be there. Okay. So these are all things. Yes, these are all things will be there. So you remember the names. That's it. Okay. Muscles provide support for the movement, posture, and forming the muscular system of our body. They perform various functions like digestion and breathing in the and pumping the blood. Yes, you may be knowing heart is a muscle or is it heart is it a muscle or is it a what is that we say bone? Heart is it a muscle or bone? It is a muscle. Okay, it is a muscle. Heart is a muscle, muscular organ. Okay, there is no bones inside the heart. There are bones, but it is muscular. Okay, fine. So humans have how many bones at birth? 300 bones. Okay. So after that, how many bones? 206 bones. Okay. Yes. So 206 bones. First you will have when you are baby, you will have 300. When you grow, you will have 206. Okay. So skeletal system is the framework of the body that composed all the bones in the body. Okay. Called the skeleton. So it provides strength and shape to the human body, right? Okay. So components of skeletal system: tendons, ligaments, cartilage and joints. These are the components. Yes. Okay. So see here, so if you see here, this is the muscle. If you consider this as a knee joint, okay, if it is a knee joint, so you have skin, right, on the knee. So under the knee, under the skin, muscle will be there, right? Yes. So and this is the upper bone, this is the lower bone, if you consider, right? So this is the upper one, okay. Then what are the tendons? Tendons are these. These are the tendons. They join the two bones, okay. And then cartilage. This is the cartilage in between the bones, right? Cartilage joint cartilage, okay. And ligament, okay. So there are different parts you can see here, right? So this is the ligament, okay. This is the joint cartilage, okay. And this is the tendon. Understand? Yes.
Sir, here middle it is cartilage.
This is the bone, okay. Yes, in the middle it is cartilage, okay.
Sir, but there is nothing. There is only gap, no sir. That is called cartilage.
No, there will be,
No.
it will be smooth, there will be liquid type of thing, okay. That is muscle, okay, cartilage. So that will be there. If you rub two things, if you rub two bones, it will break then, right? It will not be smooth, right? So that is to make it smooth, to make it movement smooth, there will be cartilage inside that, okay. Yes. Ligament, you may have seen ligament, you may have heard of ligament tear, right? If you do so much hard work and that is more, put pressure more and do more hard work, the hard thing, then it will break. Ligament will tear, it will break. You should not risk that. Yes, ligament tear, that is ligament tear. You should not put more pressure, okay. You should not take more weight than you can bear, otherwise it will break, it will tear. If it tears, you should leave it and take rest. You should take rest, otherwise what will happen? The ligament will not join, okay. If it is tear also, it will join again. You have to give time and take rest. You should not put pressure. You may have seen, if your bones and all will break, means they will keep it straight. Yes. So if it will, they will keep it straight, they will not move and all. Why they will keep it straight? Yes, plaster and all, yes. So they will put plaster and they will keep it straight and possible as much as possible, what, without movement, because it will again join. Understand? To make it again, you should give it rest, okay. It will join again automatically. So see here, tendons, ligaments. So tendons connect tissue, connective tissue connecting muscle and bone. What is tendon? Yes, here tendon is there, right? This is the muscle, upper part is the muscle and tendon. So what is doing? It is connecting bone and muscle, right? This is the tendon, right? This is the tendon. So this is the muscle. So it is connecting both. What it is doing? It is connecting muscle and bone, okay. It is connecting the tendon. Tendon connects the bone and muscle, okay. That is bone connect muscle and bone. Ligament, it connective tissue between two bones. What is ligament? Connective tissue between two bones. So this is the ligament, right? This is the ligament. It connects two bones, okay. So two bones connect two bones. Cartilage, connective tissue which prevents friction of joint and provides protection to them, means in between the bones, in between the bones. If you rub the two bones, it will get damaged, right? It will be hard. So inside that it will be, okay. So connective tissue in between the bones. So cartilage will be in between, okay. So joint is connecting two bones, that is the structure. Everything will be inside that. Ligament, joint, that is cartilage, tendon, everything will be there. Got it? Yes. So see here, what are the important things about skeletal system? Skeletal system may axis of the body such that skull, vertebral column, backbone and bones of the chest. So what? That is the skeletal system forms the main part of the body, that is our skull. Skull means top head, okay? And then vertebral column, that is spinal cord, okay? Yes, spinal cord, and our chest bones, right? This is chest bones, that is all makes in one same straight line, that is axis, main axis, straight line, okay? That is like a plain thing, okay? Plain. Then the total number of bones that is in our head is how much? In the head we have 29 bones,
29.
okay? And human hands and feet contain how many bones? One not 6 bones, okay? Good. So you may have seen here, so these fingers are there, right? Fingers, do you know in the finger we don't have muscles, all the muscles will be there in here, okay? That will be, if you open or close, we are sending the signal from here, okay? We are controlling from here, you can remember that. That is how the human structure complex, okay? So arms, legs, fingers, toes are most movable parts of the body, right? So skeletal system involves releasing hormones from the endocrine glands that contribute to the regulation of blood sugar level, okay? So don't remember this, that is not required. Glands and all, endocrine and gland and all, okay? Act as a storehouse of important nutrients like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D. You may have seen bones are formed by mainly calcium, right? So in the bones we store the calcium and different minerals, right? Yes, that helps the production of blood cells like red and white blood cells in the bone marrow. You may have seen inside the bone there will be bone marrow, okay? In the inside the bone marrow will be there, right? Yes, this is the bone, means inside the bone marrow will be there. That produces the red and white blood, okay? Inside the bone, beta, that is inside the bone there will be bone marrow. If you have eaten, if you are non-vegetarian, you may have seen inside the bone. Yes, you can check inside the bone, there will be black thing, right? That is the bone marrow, okay? Right?
Okay, sir.
So bone marrow.
Okay, sir.
So that bone marrow produces what? Red and white blood cell. Yes?
Taste will be 200.
Hmm?
Sir, for vegetarian it will not be. Okay.
So see here, next let us see the next thing, okay? What? So in the bone marrow red and white blood cells will be produced, okay? So the unique semi-solid tissue that fills the interior of the most bones is called bone marrow. That is what, right? Inside the bone it will be, bone marrow will be inside the bone, okay? That is the tissue, okay? The skeletal system protects the vital organs like brain, heart and lungs and kidney. You may have seen on the chest, right? You have bones, right? So what it does in your head, on your head, right? Yes, rib cage. This is the rib cage, right? This is the rib cage. So what is doing? It is protecting your lung below. Yes, it protects the lung and also the heart, right? It also protects the heart, isn't it? Okay. So that is what in, this is your head. This is your head, right? So head is what? Yes, skull protects the your head and your brain, isn't it? Yes. Okay, good. So that is protecting, right? So yes, okay. So next is largest bone in the human body is which? Femur. That is thigh bone in the leg, right? Just yes. just below your hip.
Sir, and neck.
Yes, yes, just below your hip, that is the thigh. Thigh bone is the largest bone, and smallest bone is which? And the lightest bone
Steps.
is stapes, found in the middle ear, right? In the ear. So here, okay, that is the smallest bone, okay.
Mama.
Fine. So next is digestive system. We have already studied digestive system, isn't it? Yes.
Yes.
We'll little bit see.
Yeah,
Okay.
sir.
Hmm.
Sir,
So-
I know nervous system.
Okay, nervous system. Okay, fine, good. So digestive system consists of different body parts that what digest the food, right? Isn't it? And convert it into our nutrients and energy, right? Huh. So you know, mouth and all, everything. I will be going very fast. Mouth, salivary glands, pharynx, that is the throat, right? Then oesophagus, through which food pipe passes to the stomach,
Sir, what is
and then
mean
liver,
by
pancreas, gallbladder, small intestine, large intestine. Esophagus is food pipe, right? So this is your mouth, okay? So this, it goes, right? Yes, isn't it? Stomach will be there. Yes, that is the throat. Throat, pharynx is throat, okay? Throat, isn't it? Throat. Just after the mouth. After the mouth, what will come? Below the mouth is throat, right? That is there. Okay? Understand? Okay, good.
Sir, sir, in front of esophagus, call it.
Already we have studied in detail. So we will go to next. Okay? Respiration. What is respiration? Breathing. Breathing is respiration. Okay? Understand? We will study about breathing and respiration. The process of breathing involves the air taking in and out of the lungs. Okay? So what lungs will do? They will purify and retain the oxygen, right? Only take inside the oxygen, isn't it? So see here, that is about lungs, okay, and the respiration. So you take the air inside, the air goes to the lungs, okay, and it takes the oxygen and remaining it sends out, right? Yes. So that process is respiration, okay. So we take oxygen, right, inside, and we leave the carbon dioxide, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that oxygen is used in the process of what? Yes, that is all the required energy you need, right? For that we need oxygen, okay. So respiration helps in releasing energy by breathing down food. To break down the food and make it into energy, we use oxygen, okay. So that is the glucose. With the help of oxygen we break it, okay. The respiration system consists of different things. What are the different things? Nose. First is nose. We take the air in, right? That is the entry of the air. That has two openings, right? What do we say it as? Nostrils. Two openings, right? That is leading to the nasal chamber inside that. That hair, in our nose we have hairs, right? What that help? They help to what? Remove the dust, to prevent the dust. They remove the dust, okay. So from reaching the lungs, and the lining of the nasal chamber has mucus, right? In our nose we have mucus. What it helps? It helps in removing the germs and dust. You may have seen, if you go outside, if you go outside and wash your nose, it will may have turned little bit black, right? Yes, dust will come out. So that is what? That is the dust. It will stop. Mucus will stop the entry of the dust. Okay. Yes, yes. What?
Sir,
So next is pharynx, that is throat. You may see, right? If you eat something and gets inside the food pipe, you may have seen, you will get cough, right? Isn't it? So that is the throat. Throat is connecting between what? There is windpipe also, there is that is food pipe also, right? Yes. So
Yes, sir.
that is inside the throat only. So air from the nose passes behind the mouth into the pharynx, that is inside the throat, and through which it is a common passage of air and food. Throat is there, right? That is common between what? Food and also air. You may have seen, if you try to eat something and it goes in the windpipe, what you will get? You will get cough, and you will it will push the food outside the windpipe. Okay, it has two passages, one for air tube called windpipe, that is trachea, and other, that is gullet, that is food pipe. Okay. So next is larynx. Larynx, from the pharynx, the air passes into the chamber called larynx. Okay, so if I show it, it will be easy. Wait a minute. This is our respiratory system. Okay, so that is nose, after that sinus, right? Throat, after nose, when you take inside the nose, air will come here in the throat, right? That is here. So after that larynx, this is the larynx. Okay, after the throat, larynx will be there, and then trachea, that is the pipe. Okay, this is the pipe, this is the, after the throat, this is the larynx. Okay, then it will connect to the pipe, that is the windpipe. Okay, that is trachea. Okay, then it gets divided into two separate lungs, right? That is the bronchi. Okay, that division, branch, that is the bronchi. Okay, got it? Then is our lungs. Okay, then is our lungs. Understand? Yes. So
Yes, sir.
after the throat, larynx will be there. Just
Yes,
after
sir.
the throat, this is the larynx. Okay, this is the larynx. That is from the pharynx, air passes to the larynx, and the larynx produce sound and is called voice box. We are speaking. How we are speaking? We are speaking using larynx, right? That is the voice box. Okay, the opening of the pharynx into the larynx is guarded by valve called epiglottis. That epiglottis closes the windpipe at the time of swallowing of food. Okay, yes. So windpipe, next, windpipe is a delicate muscular tube also known as trachea that emerges from the larynx voice box below the neck. The windpipe is divided into two parts. Two lungs are there, right? So two parts, that is bronchi, that connects to the lungs. Okay, so each bronchus is further divided into smaller branches called bronchioles. Okay, bronchioles. So that is about lungs. And then next is, let's go to the respiratory system, that is lungs. Okay,
Sir, the voice is
yes.
breaking.
What
Sir, the voice is breaking.
is it? Is it audible now? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Lungs. So
Breaking,
little bit,
breaking.
sometimes if it is break, it will come again. Okay, it will again improve.
Sir, it's continuously breaking.
Continuously. Okay, fine. Is it now proper? Okay.
Sir.
So lungs are major organs, very important. They purify the air. So human respiratory system help in gaseous exchange between the inhale and exhale with the blood, right? So that oxygen we take in, they purify. Yes, they purify, and where the oxygen will go, that goes in the blood. That lungs is there, right? So lungs, what it will do, it will have alveoli. Okay, that blood passes through them, and then they absorb the what? They take the oxygen from the lung. Okay, only heart doesn't give you air or anything, it only pumps. That blood which comes from the lungs, it only pumps. Okay, it only sends, only it is sending work. Okay, heart is only sending work, lungs is purifying. Okay, blood, that is, it gives the oxygen, pure oxygen, and it takes out the carbon dioxide from the blood. Okay. So lungs allow oxygen present in the air to be taken into the body and take out the waste carbon dioxide and send it back to the outside. Okay, so humans have two lungs which is the right lung is the bigger than left lung. Why is left lung smaller? Tell me. Yes, because heart is there. Left side, our heart will be left side, right? So to make that space, left lung will be smaller, okay, because of heart. So lungs are only organisms in the body that can float in the water, right? So that is why it will be easy for us to float, okay. So nervous system is there, right? So nervous system is what? Yes, our brain function. We send the brain, right? I am telling raise hand means what? I am sending the brain signal to the hand, right? That is the nervous system, right? Yes.
No, sir.
Okay.
It only pumps oxygen.
No. Heart pumps the blood. Lung, what it does? Lung exchanges the oxygen. Okay. Heart only pumps the blood from the lung. From the lung, the blood will go to where? Heart, and then heart will send the blood to everywhere, right? Like pump.
All parts of the body.
Yes, you are standing straight, you are standing upside, right? It has to be pushed, right? If you want to throw the ball, you will push the ball, right? So the heart does the work of pushing, okay. So here, nervous system is what? Sending the signal. What it does, it sends the signal to, if you tell your hand, if I tell you to raise your hand, what is doing? The brain will, your ear will listen and it will send to the brain and tell that yes, raise your hand, right? Then what it will do, it will, using your hand also has the nerves, right? Nerves. So that nerves will send the signal and then you will raise your hand. Yes, that is how nervous system work. Yes.
Sir, then basically it is faster than light.
Yes, it is very fast. If I tell directly raise your hand, you will raise your hand. You will not think only, right? It happens everything in your brain automatically, isn't it? Yes.
Sir, even it is very fast.
Yes, these are the nerve cells. These nerve cells will be connected to each other, right? Like this one also, only one more will be connected to this, okay? Yes, and then it will form connections like this.
Keep it again.
Yes, it will connect like this throughout the body, okay? Got it? So let us see next. The nervous system consists of the brain and the spinal cord. A huge network of nerves that runs that is through the body, spread out through the body, right? This brain, they tell every time keep the spinal cord straight. Why they tell keep the spinal cord straight? Because
Sir, because it will bend.
yes, it is part of the brain. It helps you in what? Thinking and sending the signal, okay? Spinal cord is also very important.
Sir, it
Okay.
helps us to be active.
Yes, you should keep your spinal cord straight. That helps you in thinking, okay, and also retaining your information whatever you study. So see here, so nervous system is responsible for sending, receiving, processing message in the form of chemical signal called impulses. That is, I am telling you, means I am giving you message, that is the information. Message means I am giving you, teaching you, or giving you information, or telling you anything. So that is the information, you take it, you listen. So that is the message, right? So you take that and receive the message and process it. You will listen to me and think what sir is telling, right? So then what it will do, you will process it. After processing, you will react to that. If I tell you to raise your hand, you will react as by raising your hand, right? That is how reaction will come, right? So that is how the processing will happen. It is very, very fast, right? Brain is the fastest thing in the world, right? Isn't it? Yes. So it processes information very
Sir,
fast.
not even supercomputers can defeat it.
Yes. Brain is that much fast. Yes. So the nervous system collects the sensory input from the body and external environment. You may have seen, right? You sense the heat, you sense the cold, isn't it? You feel it. That is the sensory input, right? Isn't it? Or you taste it, that is the sensory input, isn't it? You smell it, that is the sensory input. You may be knowing five senses. How many senses you have? Five senses, isn't it? That is what that transmit signal from the different part of the body to the brain and vice versa. Yes. Okay. So that is, if you feel cold, what you will do? You will tell that yes, I should wear sweater, isn't it? That is how. Okay, you will process that information of cold and you will protect yourself, right? So there are different nervous system, that is nerves. Sensory nerves, how many sensory senses we have? Five senses, that is connected to these all the senses, that is sensory nerves. They send the message from the sense organ to the brain or the spinal cord, right? From the senses it will send message, feeling cold, feeling hot, or nice taste, or smell, good smell, bad smell, like that. So motor nerves, what are motor nerves? They carry message back from the brain or the spinal cord to the muscle and gland in the body. So you felt cold or you touch a hot object, that is sent, sensory message is sent from the skin. Your skin is burning, you are feeling hot, so you send the message and brain will send back the message, right? That message comes through the motor nerves. Okay, that is the motor nerves, and it will tell you to remove your hand, right? Yes, if you touch something hot, yes, you will quickly remove it. That is the motor signal, motor nerves. So mixed nerves, what are mixed nerves? They carry both motor and that is sensory. Okay, good. So the nervous system is divided into two systems, central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system include brain and spinal cord, right? This is the central. This, can you see the pink color? This is the
system equals
yes.
The what do you say? Nerves.
Yes. So the brain and the spinal cord is the central nervous system. It only processes the information. Peripheral means it will be everywhere in the body. This yellow part, can you see this? That is the peripheral. That will be throughout the body. That will not process the information. That will only send the signal, right? The processing and all, everything will happen in the brain and the spinal cord. Okay. So next is brain. Brain is the organ that serves as the center of the nervous system. It is located in the head, and the brain processes the information. It processes the information, stores, right? You remember everything, where it will store in the brain. Okay, so that receives the receives the information from the senses and throughout the body, and message sends back the message to the body. Okay, that is the different parts. So there are three main parts of the brains, right? So if you see the brain image, it will be easy. So this is our head. Inside the head there is brain, right? So that is left side, this is right side, this is left side. Okay, this is the left side. Yes. So if you see cerebellum, this is the cerebellum. Okay, and then you remember only main parts. Okay, okay. So cerebellum, then cerebrum, cerebellum, then medulla oblongata. These are the parts. Okay. Yes. So can you see this image? This is the our brain, right? So cerebrum, the top part is cerebrum. Okay, and then the brain stem, that is midbrain, medulla. Medulla is this. Medulla is this part. Okay, medulla, cerebrum. Okay, remember that. And cerebellum. Cerebellum is this side part. Okay, this is the cerebellum. Okay, So then it connects to the spinal cord, right? So that is the our spinal cord. Okay, cerebrum is the the largest part of the brain. Okay, composed of right and left hemisphere. So it performs the function like interpretation, touch, vision, hearing, as well as speech. So we are speaking means it is the work of cerebrum, right? We are feeling the touch, someone touches us, we know, we get to know, that is how? By the help of cerebrum. We can see it by the help of cerebrum, that is it processes the information in the cerebrum. Okay, so vision, we can see means that information is goes to cerebrum. We can see means that information goes to cerebrum. Okay, so it also help in reasoning, understanding, emotion, learning, and fine control of movement. That is you are moving and all, it helps it by the help of cerebrum. Okay, so it is responsible for all voluntary action, that is motor skills. Motor skills means movable, right? Movable skills. Your heart is, you cannot stop, you cannot move also, your heart is automatic, that is not motor skill. Okay, that is different. Okay, so this is done by the cerebrum. Yes, someone was calling. Yes, what? So next is cerebellum. Okay, cerebellum is at the back of the brain below cerebrum, right? This is the cerebellum, below the back of the brain, below the this, right? This part is cerebellum. So yes, so it coordinates the muscular activities and maintains balance and posture. Okay, it helps in maintaining the posture and balance of the body, that is also muscular activities. Okay, it helps in the muscular activities, moving it. So brain stem or medulla oblongata. Okay, so that is, it is the final section of the brain consisting of mass tissues and nerves that called the brain stem. Okay, it is located underneath the cerebrum and cerebellum, below the cerebrum and cerebrum. It connects what? Brain to the spinal cord. Okay, so all the information that goes from the brain to the body must pass through the brain stem to reach the destination, right? So everything, all the information should pass through the medulla oblongata, that is brain stem. Okay, it passes through the brain stem, passes through the brain stem. Okay, so this part of the brain is the center of for respiration and circulation. Okay, so here is the what? Cerebellum, this part, medulla oblongata, brain stem, that is the this part. Okay, below the cerebrum, this is the medulla oblongata. Okay, that connects to the spinal cord, this part. Understand? Okay, so next is spinal cord. Will after this we'll stop. Okay, spinal cord. Spinal cord extends from the medulla to the through the whole length of the vertebral column, that is the spinal cord. It is protected by vertebral column, that is backbone. Okay, inside the backbone, that is, it is protected by the backbone. So spinal cord controls the reflex of the body parts below the neck.
Sir, what is vertebral?
Vertebral column is the straight line, right? Our backbone. Yes, the vertebral column is backbone. Okay, yes, that is vertebrae means straight. Okay, so that is what it transmits the message from the skin and muscle to the brain. It also helps us sit and bend and twist and walk, right? Because it is straight. So what it does, it helps in the reflexes. Reflex means what? Reflex action, right? When you feel hot, you remove the hand, right? That is reflex. Your removing hand is what? Reflex. Reflex means action. What action you take, right? What action you take, that is what is the reflex. Understand? Okay, so it helps in the reflex. Spinal cord helps in the reflex. Understand? So the remaining part we'll study tomorrow. Got it? Yes? Good.
Sir,